Howdy, Broseph Merrick. So what I'm going to look at today is this Primary Arms SLX RS10 mini reflex sight. So this is a red dot I mounted on my pistol a couple weeks ago, and I'm just going to go through what I think about it. I've got the FN Five-seveN Mark II with a Five-seveNRedDot.com doctor mount. So this is mounted on there. I had to buy some different screws to mount this to the pistol. And there's the dot right there. So you may notice that this is cracked. Let me unload this. So it's a little difficult to see, but there's a good one. You can see up top here, this is cracked already, and you can see there's no damage to the housing, but still cracked. And you can see it from this angle, just barely. Here's our dot. I have astigmatism, so red dots are kind of wonky for me, but this one actually looks pretty dang good. I may talk about the pistol later, but this is mainly about the red dot. So what happened here was I've been using this as my daily carry for a few weeks now, and I had it sitting on top of my dresser, and it fell about 4 feet onto hardwood floor, but I wouldn't even really call it a hardwood floor. It's one of the modern, the pieced together hardwood floor. It's only like 1/4 of an inch thick. It's not exactly the hardest surface in the world, and you can see that because there's no damage to the housing. Yet the lens still cracked. I've sent an email to Primary Arms to see if I can get a replacement. I have not gotten a response yet, but it's only been 1 day. A little disappointing though. Currently, would I recommend this red dot? No, would not. I don't think the durability is there, even given how tough this looks. I mean, this looks like some pretty thick aluminum, and it's not damaged in any way except the glass crack. There you go. You can really see it now. So, to summarize my experience with this, the screws that came with this red dot, there was no way they were going to work with this mount. They were much smaller than what the mount came with, and the ones the mount came with weren't long enough. So to get this to fit these screws, they're a bit wider than what came with the red dot. So I actually had to drill out a little bit. I used the hand drill really slow, used lubrication, and got a pretty clean hole through these. Just expanded, I think it's a 6/32 screw. And actually, I can look really quick so I can give you a definitive answer. So yeah, the screw I had to use to mount this was a 6/32 by 1/2 inch machine screw. Flathead may look a little wonky, but I believe that's actually what came with the mount, was a flathead. The red dot came with an Allen wrench. But if you have to use one of the 5-7 red dot mounts, this is probably the thread pitch you need, 6 by 32. Um, so if this hadn't broken, would I have recommended this red dot? Probably. It's easy for me to see. The dot actually looks a lot finer than that for me in person than what you see on the camera. This does have motion activate, so picking it up, drawing it, really I think it's on most of the time if you're carrying it as well. It's kind of one of those things where does the refrigerator light stay on when you don't have it open? I mean, most of us know the answer to that now, but when you're a kid, you wonder. Yeah. So this 5-7 reddot.com mount. I already have a 5-7 Mark II. I would recommend getting that mount mainly because it's the only thing out there other than the replacement slide, which is a little bit more expensive. Well, actually, quite a lot more expensive. The mount was about $50. The slide would have been about anywhere from $300 to $500. So if you don't already have a 5-7, I would recommend waiting for the MRD when you can get one of them. Not only does that have the optic mount built in, but it also has reinforcement in this area if you carry a gun with a larger weapon light. I would recommend waiting for the MRD and getting one of them. I don't carry with a weapon light. I generally just keep my my flashlight on me, which I showed in the previous video. That's the Convoy. Yeah, it gets pretty bright. Yeah, so I don't carry a dedicated weapon light. I just carry a flashlight and usually a headlamp in my coat. Anything else? Not really. I mean, we can go over what this comes with. So you get your manual, you get a cloth, some Allen wrenches, you get your Picatinny mount, and I don't remember if this adapter plate came with the mount or the... I think this came with the red dot actually. I'm not really going to show any footage of shooting with this because I don't want to break it any further. And I don't want to risk getting broken glass in my eye or anything like that. Yeah, so if you haven't noticed, I'm pretty good at breaking stuff. Stuff people don't usually break. So if you want something broken, just let me know. Oh, and one more thing. If you still want to get the Mark II 5-7, I would recommend getting a red dot somehow. The stock sights on the Mark II 5-7, I haven't compared it to other models, but for me they suck. It was the first thing I wanted to replace on the pistol when I got it. The grip is kind of wide, you get used to it, but I did not get used to how much those sights suck. And also, just like the PTR that I broke, I will probably post a follow-up video with my warranty experience with primary arms on this red dot. So stay posted. I'll probably post a video on that. Thanks. Bye.